What up, folks? I'm back once again doing another video game review, and this time I'm reviewing Super Mario All Stars for the Super Nintendo. Now, this game is pretty much a compilation game that has Super Mario 1, 2, and 3 on it for the NES, and the Super Mario 2 that came out for the Famicom, like right before the USA version of Super Mario 2 was released. Now, as far as the games are concerned, you will notice very quickly when you start the game that all four of them got a graphical and musical upgrade to in terms of the soundtrack. Now, as far as the plot is concerned, all four games still have that plot to them. Rather, like Super Mario 1, the one for Famicom, and Super Mario 3 all have Coop Bowser kidnapping the princess, and Mario and Luigi gotta go and save her while the USA version of Super Mario 2 have like the Mario Brothers, Princess Peach, and Toad going to defeat Toad, not Toad, but Wart and the whole thing. So, and when the game ends, you can find out that Mario was dreaming the whole thing. So if you played all four games individually, which most people did, you know what you're expecting. Another thing about the game, about Super Mario All Stars that wasn't in the four games when they came out individually, is that all four games in Super Mario All Stars has all four of them got save points in them, so you can save them and go back to them and play them. That's the one part I honestly do like about it. You don't have to start from the beginning to beat each game. Another thing that really hasn't changed is pretty much the enemies. You still have the same ones to fight in each game. You have the same hazards. The game, pretty much the gameplay hasn't changed. That's everything. It pretty much remains as is, pretty much with the exception of the graphics and music, which, as I said, have gotten pretty much upgrades to them. And another thing that hasn't changed is the hazards. Either pretty much got the same hazards in each game. So, like I said, if you play each of these games individually, you know what to expect in terms of everything. But now, one thing I can honestly say is that the graphics and level designs are pretty good. I can, like I can honestly say that the Super Mario Brothers pretty much has the most improvements in terms of graphics and level design, and the other three have pretty good upgrades, and and that's saying something, that because pretty much from an overall point of view, all the graphics and level designs were pretty good. It wasn't like a straight up turd fest. Of course, Nintendo will always make sure that the graphics and level design are always excellent. You know what I'm saying? And the gameplay is good. Also, it's just that any improvements are just pretty much minor, because you got four buttons because the Super Nintendo controller has the four buttons, and the two shoulder buttons, of course. So because it's minor because of that. And the soundtrack to Super Mario All Stars is very good. I can honestly say that it's the best part of Super Mario All Stars, and to me, it's like it got the better. It has the best improvement, and it's to me it's better than the 8-bit version. That's really saying something because all four of them were pretty good on the NES and the Famicom, you know. So I honestly think they could improve on the soundtrack, but they was able to do it. You know, so Super Mario All Stars is a very excellent game. I will recommend it to anybody who owns a Super Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Even if you play the Super Mario games on the NES and the Famicom, you know, and to me, it's one of the best Super Nintendo games to be released, and to me, it really started the compilation genre. Even though the NES had a few itself, you know. So far as the score, I would definitely give it 9 because of the music, because of the soundtrack improvements, which was already good, and the graphical improvements, even though they were good also. Now, with that being said, if you honestly like Super Mario All Stars, you can mention it in the comment section. If if you like this video review, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.